Bro, I appreciate you, bro. Freaking, I told you 250, but hey, I appreciate that. So this thing is freaking dying. Is it working? Hello, hello? It's working, it's working, it's working. It's working. Okay, there it is. Alright. So I know I said I wasn't going to do a video, but I changed my mind. I gotta be consistent, even if I am tired. Because, yeah, I have the Arnold next week. Things have been ramping up as far as, shows, clientele. So it's been draining, to the point where sometimes I just don't want to talk. And I just want to work and relax. But I realize, that's a bad habit. I got to train my mind. I have to discipline myself to be able to be able to talk, to be able to voice things out, and keep that same energy. You know, there's nothing wrong with resting, right? I mean, when you work hard, you gotta rest, right? You gotta rest your brain sometimes, but this ain't that hard. You know, it's post workout. You know, I'm feeling good, and you know, let's talk a little bit. So, I just had my post workout shake. I'm pretty sure you guys saw me preparing everything before I even talked. You know, I did my first meal, my second meal, and then my training, and now I'm recording this. So I'm pretty sure you're going to see it in that order. But, anyways, what I did want to talk about is something that I think you guys could benefit from. And it is how I made adjustments to my training. I decided that I was actually going to tweak things. I know I think my last video I said I wasn't going to, but with how things are going as far as the season, how things are getting busier, it only makes sense that I should condense my training days to match my schedule, because there's going to be weeks where I am going to be flying, right? Lowering my frequency instead of 5 days to 4 days, it just helps me be more consistent versus like, you know, let's say I travel 1 week and I'm like, oh, I could only train 4 times, and then the next week, oh, I'm not flying, so I'll be able to train 5 times. I don't like that. You know, I like being consistent with my split. I don't like having weeks like that. So it only made sense, right? But here's another thing. Throughout these past 8 weeks, right, of, you know, my last workout push, I noticed that I haven't been recovering as well as I expected. I was getting pretty dang sore with what I was doing, to the point where when I would train my upper body again the next week, I'd still feel like little aches, pain, soreness, and it's going to happen, right? And that's the whole point of a deload, right? But still, it's just a little bit more than I expected. So it works perfectly. You know, more rest days. Everything just works. What I did was I moved some exercises on some days to obviously my other upper days, my other lower days. It's still an upper lower split. The only thing is it's 4 times a week instead of 5. The main difference is my lower day. On Tuesdays, it is pretty much all my hard leg exercises. I was doing leg press on my second lower day, but instead I moved it to my first lower day. So now I'm doing seated single leg curl, hack squats, and then leg press, and then stiff leg deadlifts, and then biceps. It actually works out because now my knees could actually have a little bit more time to recover versus doing my hack squats. Then on later on in the week, I'm doing leg press. So it's like just a lot of pressure, right? So it works out perfectly. And I was able to be pretty strong. I actually pushed a little bit more weight and more reps on my leg press versus last week. So yeah, it actually felt pretty good. So yeah, I have that, and then my second lower day is pretty much, you know, isolation type workouts. You know, I'm gonna do my lying leg curl, my single leg extensions, adductor, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some exercises that I do on Friday, which is my third upper day. I'm going to move it to my lower day, and the single leg extensions and all that, that's easy. It's not gonna be that demanding, so I could actually move some exercises. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my back exercises to my lower day. I guess you could say it's a full body day. I guess you could say that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my single arm straight arm pull downs, my rack pulls, and my machine rows to my lower day. So it's going to be all one day. It's basically going to be legs and pull. And then Friday, my second upper day, it's basically going to be a push day. It's going to be my incline hammer, my cuts, scoop fly, close grip, chest press, plated shoulder press, machine lateral raise, and some triceps. So I forgot one exercise. Reverse pec deck is going to be my second lower day as well. Sorry, I'm like, I didn't write this down. I was just thinking about this all day. And yeah, so I'm going to be training 4 times a week. That should give me more rest days to where I could recover. But I am going to do cardio still and abs and calves on that day that I'm supposed to be doing my second upper day, right? So I'm still going to be at the gym. I'm just going to have a little bit more of a rest period where I'm not doing anything crazy intense. And by doing that also, if I'm doing check-ins, if I'm talking to clients or anything like that, I can do all that and not stress about, oh, I have to break a PR. Because when you're getting ready to train, you have to pretty much dial your mind and just think about it. Okay, I got to prepare myself. You can't just go to the gym and just be whatever, right? Like, I'm going to do this exercise. I don't like thinking that way. I like being mentally prepared. So it actually helps me mentally. So it's less draining, People think, when you're coaching people in bodybuilding, it's just, oh, all you got to do is respond to clients and, that's easy. It's not that easy, yeah. I think I talked about this in my last video. I mean, just because I'm not building houses or changing tires or anything like that, I don't have a job that takes, physical strength. It doesn't mean that it's easy, like my brain, it gets strained, having to deal with different personalities, different issues. There's some people that don't respond a certain way, so your mind has to think. When I have an issue with a client or anything like that, my mind is constantly thinking throughout the day. I'm thinking about this person, like, okay, this person's like this. You guys only hear me when I respond to your check-ins, but you don't actually know what I'm thinking about or what I'm dealing with. There's a lot of pressure that's involved in what I do and how I make decisions. That's something that people don't know. I don't really voice that out. It's not easy. It takes a lot out of you. I mean, that's the reason why Honda retired, just how it takes a toll. It takes a toll on your body. You don't sleep. I mean, that's the reason why I stopped competing, and why I was always in and out of the competing game is because it's hard to prep yourself, but I decided, basketball was a hobby that was short-lived and I wanted to do something that I was good at. So that's the reason why I'm back in doing the whole bodybuilding thing, right? And it helps me mentally. Like even today, doing certain movements where it just takes a lot of focus. Like I did hack squats and I did 5 plates on each side. I haven't done that in years. There's people that's stronger than me. I have clients that's stronger than me, but I haven't done that in years. So for me to be able to get back into the gym and do that, there's just you're a rush of you just taking your mind off of everything, and for that moment you're just like, I'm not thinking about prep right now. I'm not thinking about what I have to do, the pressure that I have to deal with. Mind you, we're a week and a half out of the Arnold. It's been pretty easy, but it's in the same time it takes a lot out of you. So mentally, because you got to think, just everything that you have to do, like especially for me, like I have two boys. I have a daughter. I have a wife. I have to do what I have to do as a father. I have to be present before the boys. That's something that I had to, improve in, is being there. Being present, because sometimes when you're constantly thinking about prep and what you have to do, sometimes your body is there, but your mind isn't. So that's something that I've been working on, and yeah, man, it's definitely not easy. I'm not trying to ask for any pity or anything like that. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm just sharing with you guys what a coach goes through that does prep people at the top, at the elite level, and in the same time being a dad and having my own goals and working out, so I hope you guys learn something from that, because it's a lot of juggling as far as trying to make things fit and work, and training 4 times a week mentally is better. I think it's a good thing. I mean, I'm gonna probably have weeks where I'm gonna itch like, I want to go train, but physically, how I'm feeling, like my soreness and how my joints feel, I'm like, you know what, this is the right thing to do. So that is an adjustment that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna train 4 times a week, share with you guys, what body parts I'm doing, and we'll go from there. So right now I'm gonna go home. I still got check-ins to do, but it's already 1:30 p.m. So I'm just gonna finish the rest of it at night. So Linda has some help with the babies because she's drained. She's not. It's not easy for her either. So I try. I try to be present and help as much as I could, even when I'm busy. We talk. I would tell her, like, hey, I have a lot of work today. That way she's mentally prepared. She'll understand. If you don't say anything and you just have her assume, or have your wife assume, or your significant other, sometimes, you could easily, I don't know, get irritated or something right away, because you don't know what's going on. That's why communication is super important. And that's why I really try and tell her, like, hey, I got a lot of work today. It's like, oh, okay, cool. And right now we're learning a lot, especially with the boys, and she's just been super supportive, in all that I do. So that's part of the reason why I want to make it to where she doesn't work anymore. It's just me, doing whatever I can to work with people and just have her focus on other stuff. She can help me in other things like taxes, if there's any files that need to be sent, or if I need something fixed and it requires a phone call or something, she can help me with that. So that's the goal. It is February, so it's the beginning of the season. So yeah, if you guys need help with contest prep, I am open. I am taking people. I don't usually go out and tell people that I'm accepting clients, just because I'm busy. But right now my mind is in a different place, to where I'm grinding as hard as I could, to really help people succeed. I think I mentioned it in my previous videos, like, a lot of people that I worked with these past years, in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, a lot of them are pro already. I'm actually looking for a new class, and I have, the people that did nationals. I'm confident that those guys are going to turn pro too. It's just a matter of time and patience. As long as these guys are willing to work with me and trust me, it's going to happen, because it's happened plenty of times. People that didn't turn pro, part of the reason why they didn't turn pro is not because, it's just because life hit them. And sometimes you got to do what's most important, whether it's family, health, income, and making money. Because competitions are not cheap. Not cheap. It's expensive. All the stuff you got to pay for, the food, the supplements, travel, taking time off of work. It's not easy. Like, some people can't just go up and be like, oh, I want to do a show, and then let's say if they don't get their pro card, right, they got to do another national show. They can't just do it. They have to tell their boss or whatever, like, hey, could I get this time off? Like, that's not easy, because you got to work. How are you gonna make money to compete? How are you gonna make money to make a living to support your family? It's an expensive sport, but it's fun, and you could learn a lot from it. And some people are smart, they turn it around and actually make money. There's a lot of money that you can make. I think I mentioned this in my last video. You can make a lot of money coaching or whatever. There's millions of people in this world that need help, and some people take what they learn and they use it to support their family. I love what I do. It's fun. It doesn't feel like a job, and it's something that I've always been wanting to do since I was a kid, was to transform people, because I will come out with a little video about my life, how things started, what I went through. It's in the works. I'm talking to Chris about it. We will record, so be ready for that. That's the reason why I don't really want to say too much about my past, because it's going to be recorded. We're going to talk about it. So yeah, I'm done. I got to go to AT&T. I got to eat this still. I got to go to AT&T, drop off a phone because I got a new phone. I haven't turned it in yet. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to record some of my meals that I have left. I'll even put the macros maybe, I already know what I eat. It's like around 2,000 calories around there, because I am trying to get in shape, but at the same time try and make improvements. And people probably think that's crazy, but I do have old muscle, so there is muscle memory that's involved too. And as time goes by, when I get into the shape that I want, maybe I'll get on a small surplus, but I do have a project, or it's something that I started last week, and I want to make it a thing with some people. I was talking to Wilmer Valderrama about it, because he has goals, to be ready, that way when he films certain movies, he can be in shape and just be ready. So my motto, nobody better steal my stuff, is GRSR, get ready, stay ready. That's my goal right now, is to get ready. That way I can just stay ready, and if I want to do something, let's say if I want to do a show, I'm ready. If I want to make improvements, I'm already going to be in shape, but I can just do certain things with my diet or supplements or whatever to make certain improvements, and that's the goal. I'm going to start that movement with certain people that are willing, because it's not easy. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I got to eat and I got to go leave. All right, peace out. I transferred a lot of my information, my data, into my new phone, and I have like 200 gigabytes left. Jeez. That's what happens when you're a coach, right? You got all these check-ins, all this stuff that you save from shows. Let's see if they allow me to record. By the way, I got a new bag. I got a Wolfpack bag. I mean, I already had one, but this one is for meals. I'm telling you guys, man, stay on point. You guys already know. I usually do this on Mondays, but I am behind. But I'm gonna be quick. Did they stop selling 90-10? I think they did. Oh well. We're just gonna have to add coconut oil or something.
Oh, it's gonna be in the water cup? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Look at this. Told you guys. Nothing. Sometimes they got it, sometimes they don't. Get some salsa. It's actually really good with my ground beef. Just got home and getting my third meal ready. So I already put my broth and chicken. There it is. So I already put my broth and chicken in the microwave. Got my rice. So it is 5 ounces of chicken with 8 ounces of this and 100 and 130 grams of brown rice. Whatever, 132. And I put everything but the bagel seasoning and some pink salt. I put 3/4 of a teaspoon because I like my chicken broth salty.
Dress up.
A Halloween thing at church.
That's what.
It's not even Halloween yet though.
But that, like, wait. No, like, not to, like, like, when it's something, it's not gonna happen. Like,
Okay. Anyways, but this is my third meal, so not that sexy, but I do this twice. So, do I really need to record it twice? Probably not, but that's what I'm gonna do. 2 of those, and then I'm gonna make my ground beef meal later. Lara loves ground beef. She eats that with me. Cute little baby. I used to be able to hold her, and she was this small, and then she became this big, and then this big, and now she's like this. She's cute. And now she's a hooper. Let's go. But yeah, let me go eat this real quick, because I'm hungry. Got my dial. I still got a lot of checking to do. But, yo, if you watched my last video, bone broth, y'all. You heard what the goat said about what it does with all my muscles and all that. It works. It works. I'm telling y'all. You thought I was trying to gimmick y'all. No. I should be sponsored by bone broth. Because people did start doing it. And you heard what you said about my muscles. There's a difference. I eat this every day. Twice a day. Every day. Only thing that's going to be kind of whack is next week when I go to Arnold, I won't be able to do it. Yeah, it's going to be what? Actually, I think I could order some bone broth. I'll probably order some at Whole Foods or whatever they got over there. Yeah. Because I am going to pack my chicken. I'm going to pack rice. It's not going to be brown. It's going to be the white rice that I ordered just because it's easier to pack. So I'm going to bring that with me. I'll make a video on it. I'll be recording as I prepare for the Arnold next week. Acting as if I'm going to be doing it. I kind of am. But yeah. Alright, I'm going to go eat. Alright, last meal of the day. 90-10 lean ground beef. And I actually pretty much kill a whole packet of this because Lara loves it. So the only thing that sucks is for some reason I can't find 90-10 at Trader Joe's anymore. For some reason I'm only seeing 96.4. Make ground beef for me, for her, Lara, and Linda eats some too. And that's pretty much why we kill a whole packet every day. I'm not gonna lie though, I do sometimes switch it. I know I say that I eat the same thing every day. There are times when I would actually do protein and cream of rice when I'm lazy and don't feel like cooking. So I alternate those two meals. Alright. So as far as seasoning, I use onion powder, And I use garlic powder. And yeah, pretty basic. Cooks pretty fast. I was doing top sirloin. Well, no, filet mignon. I was doing filet mignon. And I hate cooking it. It takes forever to cook it. And people always make fun of me. No, that's not the reason why. I just don't cook it because one, it's expensive. And like I said, two, it takes forever to cook. Lara, will you stop it? I'm gonna go fight you. But yeah. Alright, so pretty much done. And I'm getting Lara's food ready. So, ground beef. Got blackberries. 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 Got some blackberries. No! What are you talking about? A little bit of pink salt, because she loves salt. Alright, Lara, your food's ready. I ain't your slave. Ouch. It was hot. Alright, last meal of the day. It is 170 grams of ground beef, pico de gallo, and rice. And I'm gonna eat this and go to sleep. Good night.